Hello everybody, we've got a new poll from the Old School RuneScape team, so let's go ahead and vote in this poll. So, this is Old School Content Poll 33. If you want to know more details about what's going on in this poll, please click here for my dev blog video. So, starting off with question 1. Should they add a world hopper to the logout tab that can be used to quickly hop from one world to another without having to re-enter login information? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think that'll be a wonderful feature. Question 2. Should they extend the bounds of the challenge area at the Duel Arena to include every part of the Duel Arena grounds? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think that'll improve the fact that people can get into challenges much faster. Next, question 3. Should they add an option to the Duel Arena challenge interface that allows you to select rules you used in your previous duel in a single click? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think that'll definitely stop people getting scammed. And similarly, question 4. Should they add an option to the Duel Arena challenge interface that allows you to save the currently selected rules and select them in a single click in the future duels? So I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. Next, question 5. Should they increase the number of Grand Exchange slots from 6 to 8 and increase the free-to-play players slots from 2 to 3? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. Despite the fact that I'm yet to use the Grand Exchange, I think having the additional slots will be quite nice, and I've noticed that they've allowed free-to-play players to get an additional slot, which I'm sure they'll all be happy about. Next, question 6. Should an option be added to the ladder leading to the Dagon King's Lair that allows you to check how many players are currently in the boss room? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think finding a free boss room will be a lot easier when you have that. Next, question 7. Should they add an additional Dagon King's Lair that can be unlocked by completing the Fremenic Elite Diary and paying Askeladden, found on the top of Waterbirth Island, 500,000 coins? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think before it didn't have the achievement diary requirement, just the money requirement, but I think having the achievement diary requirement there is much better. Next, question 8. Should they allow the Ring of the Gods to be imbued, giving an additional 1 prayer bonus as well as the passive effect of the Holy Wrench? This will be purchasable from Nightmare Zone and will require a Holy Wrench in your inventory. Now I'm a little bit unsure about this one, because they've tried to imbue the Ring of the Gods before and it's failed, and I dislike the fact that a lot of good rewards can come from Nightmare Zone when it can be AFK'd so easily. However, I like the fact that it's introducing the Holy Wrench a bit more into the game. People don't really use it. It's got a bit of a useless effect, because a lot of the time you could just bring an additional prayer potion. So I think I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think it will definitely give the Ring of the Gods a bit more value, and I quite like the idea of using this Holy Wrench effect more. Next, question 9. Should the limitation on how many clue scrolls you can own be changed from 1 clue scroll to 1 clue scroll of each tier? This would ensure that all clue scrolls have the correct number of steps. Now I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. I think that will fix a lot of bugs that clue scrolls have, and will be much nicer because you could get a medium clue scroll and then get a hard one. Next, question 10. Should the option on farming patches to rake, clear, cure, and prune be made the left click option? Now I'm a little wary about adding too many left click options. However, I think that'll be really useful, and I haven't really done much farming recently, but I think that might get me back into it. Next, question 11. Should the Tool Leprechaun be able to convert weeds to banknotes? Now I don't really know who's keeping weeds, but if you are keeping weeds, that'll be a really useful tool, so I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. Next, question 12. Should the aggressive vampire that often wanders into the Canifis farming patch be prevented from doing so? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. It's really annoying that he comes in and attacks you. However, in a way, it's sort of an incentive for lower level farmers to level up their combat. Next, question 13. Should the examine option on compost bins show how full they are? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. That'd be really nice. You can just see how many things you need to fill up your bin. Next, question 14. Should the Tool Leprechaun found at the farming patches just south of Falador be moved closer to the farming patches? Now I think he's pretty close anyway. However, if this is something that's really annoying people, then I guess I would vote yes. I'm guessing they'll move him to where he is in RuneScape 3. Next, question 15. Should they remove the 200 defense experience given for mounting Calfight Queen and King Black Dragon heads in player-owned houses? I'm going to go ahead and vote no. If you don't want defense experience in this game, do not do things that will give you defense experience. Don't complain about the fact you can't do the things that give you defense experience. Next, question 16. Should the teleport to Sherlock, which is a reward for completing the Kandarian achievement diary, be given unlimited daily uses? Now I think this would be very useful. However, I think having unlimited daily uses is a bit too much. I think perhaps having a timer on that teleport would be good, but they've not mentioned a timer anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and vote no. Next, question 17. Should a right-click option to open the holiday items interface be added to Diango? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. If you do want to get your holiday items back quickly, it's just a nice option to get them back. Next, question 18. Should a right-click pay option be added to the Blast Furnace Foreman? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. That sounds like a really nice quality of life update. Next, question 19. Should a right-click repair option be added to Bob in Lumbridge? I think that'll be a really nice update to have, so I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. Next, question 20. Should a bank deposit box be added to the bank in Nardar? Now, I don't really see the point in adding a bank deposit box when you've already got a bank. However, it's not really going to harm much, so I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. Next, question 21. Should the upgraded Ibenstaff be named the Ibenstaff U rather than Ibenstaff? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes for that. Obviously, a visual reminder for telling you it's an upgraded Ibenstaff is nice. However, I do feel it's a little ambiguous with the fact that all unstrung bows have U in brackets next to them. But obviously, Ibenstaff is a staff and not a bow, so you probably won't come across that as much. Next, question 22. Should the minigame list found inside the Quest and Achievement Diary tab be ordered alphabetically? I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. It'll be so much easier to find which minigame you want to join the chat for. Next, question 23. Should they add an option to clear your private messages? This will be found as a right-click option, where you currently toggle your private chat to on, friends, or off. I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. It can be annoying just having your chat fill up, or if it's just staying there and static for a long time. Finally, question 24. Should the Karamja Gloves 4, received after completing the Karamja Elite Achievement Diary, be able to teleport you to Doradel? Now, they've not really mentioned how often you'll be able to teleport there, but I think that'll be a really nice update for Slayers and the people that complete the Karamja Elite Achievement Diary. So I'm going to go ahead and vote yes. And then I'll submit all my votes. Thank you for voting. So far we've had 24,720 votes. 94.9% want a world switcher on the logout tab. 80.7% want the bounds of the challenge area at the Duel Arena to become the entire Duel Arena grounds. 90.5% want the option in the Duel Arena interface that allows you to select your previous rules you used. 89.8% want an option on the Duel Arena Challenge interface to allow you to save your current rules and then use them later on. 84.6% want the number of Grand Exchange slots increased from 6 to 8 for members and from 2 to 3 for free-to-play. 89.4% want a check option on the ladder leading to the Dagannoth King's lair to see how many players are in the boss room. 73% want an additional Dagannoth King's lair to be unlocked by completing the Fremnik Elite Diary and paying 500,000 coins to ask Aladdin. 83.4% want the Ring of the Gods to be imbued with an additional 1 prayer bonus and the passive effect of the Holy Wrench. 88.1% want the limitation of how many clue scrolls you can own to be changed from 1 clue scroll to 1 clue scroll of each tier. 90.1% want the left click option on farming patches to be rake, clear, cure and prune. 86.2% want tool leprechauns to be able to convert weeds to banknotes. 68.3% want the aggressive vampire in Cannabis farming area to be prevented from going into the Cannabis farming area. 93.4% want an examine option on compost bins to show how full they are. 88.3% want the tool leprechaun found at the farming patches just south of Falador to be moved closer to the farming patches. 59.6% want the 200 defense experience from mounting Calphite Queen's head and the King Black Dragon head in player-owned houses to be removed. 79.1% want the teleport to Sherlock to be given unlimited daily uses. 89.6% want a right-click option on Diango to open up the holiday item interface. 89.2% want a right-click pay option to be added to the Blast Furnace Foreman. 93.5% want a right-click repair option to be added to Bob in Lumbridge. 82.5% want a bank deposit box to be added to the bank in Nardar. 87.9% want the upgraded Ibenstaff to be renamed to Ibenstaff brackets U. 90.4% want the minigame list to be ordered alphabetically. 89.4% want an option to clear private chat messages. And 88.2% want the Karamja Gloves 4 to be able to teleport you to Doradel. So this is a very interesting poll. A lot of this stuff is passing. I can see the community likes getting a lot of left click and right click options. And you can see that the community is still quite hostile against pures. Personally, I am rather hostile against them as well, but I just think if you're limiting yourself in the game, you should just accept the limitations. People don't want the vampire to get prevented from going to the Cannabis farming patch, which I'm actually quite surprised at. I thought it would encourage a lot more low levels to do farming, but perhaps people just like the fact that high levels get the area. Also, the additional Dagannoth King lair is currently failing. It's on 73%. I can imagine if there is a lot of people voting and they want to vote for that, it might pass. There is the possibility. However, at the moment, it currently isn't passing. I don't mind either way. I don't really go and kill the Dagon Kings. Plus, they've already voted for the option to check the ladder, see how many players are in the room. Everything else just seems like really nice quality of life update. If you haven't voted in this poll yet, please make sure you go ahead and vote. If you want more information on the actual questions, please click here for my dev blog video. If you want to see today's update, please click here for the system update and poll 33, where we're also treated to some awesome behind the scenes of resizable mode. And if you want to see the latest update, please click here for Slayer partners and teleports. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and share, and if you want to keep up to date with the Old School RuneScape updates, devlogs and polls, please subscribe. I've been Lewis, thanks for watching, goodbye.